Here's how long you'd have to work dangerous occupations to equal the same level of risk as a black woman faces to have one child. As you may know, according to the CDC, the maternal mortality rate for non-Hispanic black women was 69.9 per 100,000. That's more than twice the maternal mortality for the average woman and 3 times the maternal mortality rate for white women. But let's compare that to some of the most dangerous jobs in the United States. In 2021, there was about 129 officers killed. That puts their mortality rate at about 19.5. That means that a police officer would have to spend 3 years and 7 months in field work just to equal the same level of risk as a black woman faces to have one child. Next, let's look at firefighters. In 2020, there were about 1,041,200 firefighters in the United States. According to FEMA, about 102 of them lost their lives, which resulted in a mortality rate of about 9.8. That means that a firefighter would have to work about 7 years and 1 month to equal the same level of risk as black women face just to have one child. Now let's look at construction workers. According to BLS, their mortality rate was about 3.6 for every 100,000 workers. And that means that a construction worker would have to work 19 years and 5 months to have the same level of risk on the job as the average black woman faces to have one child. Okay, but what about soldiers? According to the US Army, in 2021, the on-ground deployment mortality rate was about 1.3 per every 100,000. That means a United States soldier would have to spend 53 years and 8 months on deployment to equal the same level of risk as a black woman faces to have, you guessed it, one child.